You are making a lot of folks mad. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, you are making a lot of folks mad. Believe that. I'm going to tell you straight up and down, y'all. People are not going to like when you are morphing into something better and bigger. People are not going to like when you are starting to improve yourself, okay? You are becoming a new version of yourself, and people can't stand that because they are used to getting something from you, right? That is a consistent yes. They are used to getting something from you. That is you always being available. They are used to getting something from you. That is the approval that you give them to step in and out of your life. But you ain't going for it no more. Yeah, somebody drop in the comments and say, I ain't going. And this is why they are mad. Have you always been considered the cool cousin, the best son, the good daughter, the great friend? You know why they put these titles on you? Even a good worker, okay? The reason why they place these titles on you is because they can get whatever they want from you. It is because you were passive, which means they know you're going to always tell them yes, you're never going to give pushback. But family, the moment you decide to step different, they're going to step different. Yeah, the moment you cut it all out, they're going to cut the act. And you're going to see exactly their true colors. You're going to be able to notice them for who they are. You follow what I'm saying? This is why you have folks mad. You ain't did nothing to nobody. You ain't said nothing wrong to nobody. You ain't did anything disrespectful to no one. In fact, you've been nothing but a good person. However, you're starting to value you. You're starting to appreciate you. And you're placing a value on your time. You can't share your time with people who's disrespecting you. You can't give your time to people who don't value it. Therefore, you got to value it. Once again, y'all, they don't got to value you, but you got to value you. Make sense of what I'm saying, family? Drop in the comments and let me know. You are making a lot of folks mad. Understand that, all right? But like I said, y'all, it ain't your problem. Family, we're going to go ahead and get directly into this video. As y'all can see, second video of today. I hope everybody had a blessed Sunday, as I said in my last video, all right? But today, y'all, is a day of God, right? And so I just want everybody to drop in the comments and say, God bless you. And whoever needed that, y'all, trust me, you gonna know because they may like the post, they may comment. But family, this is a day of God. This is a day of serving. Let's make sure that we serve. Let's make sure that we give it all up to the Most High, all right? But anyway, y'all, let's get right into it. Leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Listen, y'all, number one, here's why you got a lot of folks mad, all right? They live it right now. You have limitations and boundaries now. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, you have limitations and boundaries now, all right? Can I share a story with y'all? So it was this family member who wanted to stay at my crib, right? I'm gonna be real with y'all. Y'all my fam, so I want to keep it all the way 100 with y'all. This particular family member wanted to stay at my crib. Now, mind you, this particular family member did not come to me to even ask. Strike number one. This particular family member I haven't heard from in maybe 2 years, 3 years. This particular family member don't support me in anything. This particular family member ain't even told me happy birthday. In other words, this particular family member have only showed up because they wanted something. They didn't want to stay with me to come visit me. They wanted to stay with me because they had some type of job orientation or they had something to do that benefited them. I haven't heard a call. I haven't got a text. Not even a hey dog, but you're going through a third party who's close to me to basically call you or put in the word to say, hey, he want to stay with you or she want to stay with you. The point is that I have limitations and boundaries now. I'm not going to allow you to stay with me and you haven't showed no support. You haven't showed love. You haven't been there for me. You ain't said, hey, dog, happy birthday. In other words, you are non-existent. But now that you have something to do and my crib happened to be in the city you need to do it in, now you want to hit me up. Or now you want to send a message. They ain't even hit me up. They sent the message through a close one, which further lets me know that it was not even genuine. You want to use me, okay? And the point that I am making is when you have limitations and boundaries, you're going to make a lot of people mad. I know it's going to be somebody who say, well, family is family, Reno. You just do what family needs you to do, or you just show up for family. No, you don't. Just because a person is your relative, it don't make them your family. Just because a person is your relative, it does not mean that you're just supposed to hop up and jump. Just because a person is blood, it don't mean that you owe them anything. And again, it may sound harsh, it may sound overly strict, but I refuse to be used. Somebody drop that down below in the comments. I refuse to be used. I'm not going to let nobody use me. And so the message, y'all, is not to be a butthole, but to have limitations and boundaries. Hey, I need some calls coming through. I need you to let me know ahead of time. I'm going to need some respect around here. Appreciation. You don't just get to hit me up. They don't just get to step in your life when they need you and then step out because they no longer need you. That's all I'm saying, y'all. You have limitations and boundaries now. It is what it is. Number 2, it's going to be this right here, family. You value your own self-importance, all right? You value your own self-importance. Now, I don't know the exact definition of what a narcissist is, but within that definition, self-importance is, or within that term, self-importance is included in that definition. I'm sure of it, right? When one overly prioritizes their own self-importance, y'all look it up. It's something like that. However, y'all, a part of that is not wrong, okay? It is when you become conceited. It is when you become overly indulged into self. It is when you step on others to make sure you eat or to make sure that you're good. That's not what I'm talking about. Family, if you are the main character in your movie, why wouldn't you be important? Let me say that once again, y'all. If you are the main character in your movie, then why wouldn't you be important? All right? See, your self-importance entails the things you got to do for yourself. It may be a family trip going on. I get it. You want to kick it with sis. You want to hang out with big bro. You want to see your uncle. You want to hang out with grandmama. And by all means, love on grandmama now. That's grandmama. Don't get me wrong, right? Ain't nobody perfect, but that's grandmama. But the point is that family trip or not, if your bills ain't paid, you can't be going on no trip. Family trip or not, if your kids are not in order and if your affairs are not in order, you can't go on no trip. But this means that you are valuing your own self-importance. So who cares if they get mad because you're valuing your self-importance? Who cares if they get mad and live it because you're saying, hey, I got to choose me this time. Me first, y'all second. And oftentimes that's going to result in a no. That's going to result in not being able to show up. That's going to result in you having to let some people down. But I'd rather tell myself yes and tell you no. Because as we know, y'all, suffering alone is real. Okay? Suffering in silence is real. Subtle and silent depression, all that stuff is real, y'all. It's mental health. And guess what? Who's going to be there to pull you up when you down? You. So you have to understand that valuing your own self-importance is not conceited, is not narcissistic. This is humane. This is why you have so many people committing suicide, so many people not knowing who they are because their identity is in everybody else. You're going to make a lot of people mad when you start doing this. I'm just letting you know. If not, you already going through this. All right? Drop in the comments and let me know if you are already going through this. Number 3. It's going to be this right here, family. Their say-so has been revoked. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family. Their say-so has been revoked. Brenda, what do you mean by their say-so? Okay. When I say their say-so, I'm talking about their opinion. I'm talking about their beliefs. I'm talking about what they think. okay? Because, we have certain family members who we may deem as intelligent, wise. And although there's nothing wrong with that, don't get me wrong, right? However, your decision is the one that matters. And so what happens is we start valuing and idolizing and placing certain people on the pedestal as if they are not human. Listen, y'all, I had a family member, right? I'm going to be transparent. I had a family member who recommended me to work on this job, all right? I had just graduated college, and I'm going to be honest. I had realized that college was a scam. I'm not saying that education is bad, right? I made it clear. I'm not anti-education, okay? I'm anti-scam. And so I had realized that college is basically a scam. You got these people taking out hundreds of thousands of dollars to finish school in high hopes of a job just to get to the end of the finish line and realize there's no job, right? And so I just wasn't feeling working for nobody. I was all on entrepreneurship. I was on being self-employed and just allowing my gift to make room for me, like Proverbs said. That's where I was mentally, right? And so I told this particular family member that, hey, I don't want the job. Respectfully, this is not what I want to do, okay? I did not want to take the job, and when I take it and then something go wrong or I quit or I walk off or whatever the case is, now they're looking at me like, hey, you ungrateful guy, right? And so for me, I just respectfully declined. Here they go. Oh, you ungrateful. I can't do nothing for you. And I didn't say it in a disrespectful way. I was just like, look, respectfully, this is not what I want to do. I want to go in a different direction, right? Now I'm the bad guy. Well, what I'm saying is that their say-so had been revoked. I said, you know what? I got to make the best decision for me. I don't care because you want me to work this job. I don't care because it's you. I respect you. I love you. At the time, I even revered you. But what you're not going to do is make me feel like I'm the bad person because I'm doing what I need to do for myself and I'm following my calling. Fast forward to today. Now they're trying to do the same thing that I'm doing. Social media influencing, motivational speaking, trying to build your following up. Right? But I was already there. The point is, y'all, you gonna make a lot of people mad when you start revoking their say-so. You travel where you want to travel. You go where you want to go. You eat what you want to eat. And I'm not saying to eat bad stuff, right? That's not the point. The point is you live on your own terms. You're not looking for their approval. Like, oh, mighty one, can you help me out? No. Your say-so revoked. Thank you for what you've done, but I'm going to take it from here. I'm going to take it from here. Somebody drop that down below in the comments. I got it now. Number 4, y'all, it's going to be this right here. They have to unlearn and relearn how to treat you. Yeah, that's a hassle for some people. They have to unlearn and relearn how to treat you. Some people can't stand that. They're like, bro, what? You tripping. You been telling me yes. I'm not about to unlearn and relearn your no. You got me messed up. You been letting me stay over and come over as long as I want to. I'm not about to unlearn and relearn, you having these boundaries now. No. Yeah, this goes for people who you're dating too. Because some people get used to how you used to be in the beginning. But you grow every day. You get better every day. You learn new things. And especially if they're not bringing what they need to bring to the table, you're going to start prioritizing different things, different people. You follow what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do. It's called survival of the fittest for a reason. The point is, y'all, is that when people feel like they got to unlearn and relearn you, that's too much work. That's too much work. And you're going to cause them to be frustrated, pissed off. All right? Think about people who learned the English language. All right? They learned the English language. And by the way, in other countries, most people know our language. By the way, they know the English language. It's within their curriculums. In English, all we probably have is, I know we got Spanish and maybe French at most, right? But typically, we just do English in America, okay? But you take that American and you take them to Thailand, you take them to China, Japan, somewhere in Asia, Africa, whatever the case is, they're going to be mad and frustrated because they're like, man, look, I know English. I know hi, bye, hey, all right? I don't know nothing about no Kasiliwa. I don't know anything about no Ishmael. And I'm just saying, y'all, the point is people don't want to unlearn and relearn certain things because they're lazy. And that's the same thing with them, y'all. They are too lazy, all right, to try to unlearn and relearn a toxic behavior that they placed onto you. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. Number 5 is going to be this right here, y'all. The last thing is you don't take no BS. All right? You don't take no BS. This means that you are not allowing people to slide. All right? You ain't letting people slide no more. At one point, y'all, you used to let people slide. You gave them a pass, but you seen that they began to take advantage of the pass. You seen that they began to take advantage of your kindness. Some people will look at your kindness and they'll say, oh, this person weak. But in actuality, it takes strength to be kind. You got to be strong to be nice. In this wicked world that we live in, y'all, if you nice and you're still being who you are, and when I say nice, I don't mean like a pushover. I'm just saying you're still doing good deeds and having good gestures. Family, you different. You're strong. All right. But the point is, y'all, everybody else is not as strong as you. OK. And so when you stop taking that BS, they're like, man, that's a slap in the face. What then got into you? All right. What then got into you? And the point is, y'all, you have gotten into you. You have found you. You have your identity. You know who you are. You know where you're going. And you don't need them to tell you. All right. But with that being said, y'all, that's going to conclude this video. You are making a lot of folks mad. Understand that. Family, we'll do a recap and then we'll get up out of here. Number 1, you have limitations and boundaries now. They can't pull up when they want to pull up. They can't come over when they want to come over. They don't have access to you like that, access to your body. You're not available when they want you to be available. Number 2, you value your own self-importance. No, it's not narcissistic. This is just you showing self-love to yourself. Me first, y'all second. Number 3, their say-so has been revoked. Number 4, they have to unlearn and relearn how to treat you. And number 5, you don't take no BS. Don't feel bad about it, family, all right? But with that being said, y'all make sure y'all run the likes up on this video. Y'all subscribe to the channel if you have not. Be sure to go over to the Rich Mentality Academy. Not only that, y'all, the website is richmentalityattire.com. So if you would like a hoodie, t-shirt, or any of my products, be sure to go over there. And last but not least, y'all, the Reno Speaks Riches channel is available. It has all my latest content as well. I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Keep a rich mentality. Peace.